Okay, so once you have your target market, what do? A very simple strategy is go into some Facebook groups and become active participants. That means being extremely helpful without selling anything, but show people what you know. Okay? So, for example, if somebody is really wanting to know about manifestation and I just happen to see that post, I would sit there and say, hey, you can manifest by these four simple steps and stuff, blah, blah, blah. And if I feel appropriate, if I've been there long enough and people recognize me as not so much like a salesy person or being pushy, I may feel comfortable enough to sit there and say, by the way, I have a manifestation group that you might be interested in. Let me know, private message me, and I will send you an invite. Leave it at that. Okay? Let them approach you. All right, really super important for you to do that because for the most part, groups don't like spammers and groups don't like outside links because people tend to go in there and be fake asses and they end up just pushing their crap on people when when it's totally uncalled for. So it's one of those things like yeah, there's a balance. You need to decide for yourself like what you are willing to do. Once people see you as a helpful person, they what happens is they might end up going to your personal profile. In your description of on your personal profile, you want to make sure you tell people what you do, and then you want to make sure you put a link either to your website or to the group that you run on your own. Some kind of landing spot for people to go to, maybe like your public page, okay? So people know what you do. Um, if you've been active enough and you're proven to be a person they want to talk with or work with, they may even say, contact you directly and say, hey, you know what? I know you from the fishing group, and I really like how you are in there. And I see that you do business coaching. Would you be able to take me on as a business coach? Then the conversation starts. You make sure that you're the right fit and do what's right for them and so on and so forth. Voila, you just got yourself a client. Okay, so that's one of the strategies you can use, and you can pretty much implement that right away. But like I said, make sure you're authentic about it, make sure you're not being pushy about it, and let things happen naturally. But every so often, when you see fit, do kind of jump in and put the word out that you could be reached through private messaging.